Hello again, my internet friends. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer, back to tell you about the Intergalactic Asset Offering Phase 2 called Proliferation. Now, this is one of the Star Atlas videos where I keep you up to date on what's happening. We have had a giant town hall and 2 releases of alpha. One of them is this GAO brochure. These are all the ships that we're going to be seeing in 2022 for Star Atlas. So if you're looking for a ship to buy this year, or if you're just coming in for the first time, this is where you can find out what type of ship to get and how much it might cost you. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, let's have a look at this document. So what are we going to actually do? We're going to have a look at some of the ships that are here. What are the prices they're going to be? Have a look at some of the artwork actually, because I'm really interested in some of the ships that we haven't seen before, like this one right behind me over here. I'm going to zoom out. I'll be zooming in and out a lot so you can tell. We're going to have a look at some of these maybe concept ships and some of these ships that look cool, but they have a weird aspect ratio that they need to fix. SA team. You heard me. Re-release this document and give us a better aspect ratio for this. It kills me, man. Come on. All right, so this is the Galactic Asset Offering Ship Edition version 2. So I assume there was a version 1. Maybe they can release a version 3. Thank you very much. So Proliferation. It's having Star Atlas is having its second MetaVerse ship and asset NFT sale. Limited supply offerings of all the inaugural assets that comprise the Galactic Spacescape will be made available to the public. There is something special for all players and enthusiasts to discover. Awesome. This begins February, which is very soon. It's actually already begun. We've already seen some of these ships, and they range from $1, which is really low. We haven't seen a ship. The lowest ship we've seen is $15, which is the Fimbul Airbike. And guess what? Because of Atlas trending down, it's now worth about $10. So you could come in with $10 and buy a Fimbul Airbike right now. Though keep in mind, it does cost Solana rent fees to open those accounts. It'll cost you like $4 to open all the accounts. But either way, they say you can still get a ship for $1 all the way to $10 million. So I want to know what that $10 million ship is. Possibly a mothership, not released yet. Okay, so we have these small ships, and we have one right behind me here, which I used in a previous YouTube thumbnail. Let's have a look at some of the ships, okay? We have the... there's too many to read out, so I'm just going to skim some of them for you. I'm going to zoom in all the way so you'll be able to see. All right, we have 4 extra smalls. One of them is a bomber, a few races. They're leaning heavily to the races. And at the end of it, shout out to Sensei Yamura. He gave me a nice little graphic to see how many of what types of ships do we have and what maybe you should be focusing on, you know? So we have the Fimbul Lobby, which we've already seen, which is that really nice looking car. That's a small transport. That's cool. And Chipto as well did say that there is a transport job in the Star Atlas metaverse where if you're worried that you have maybe some buff or something that's going to be illegal, then you can book some of these transport and they'll be able to come and get you. Make sure you book the MetaVerse Explorer transport service. So I'm going to bring you my beautiful chi, or my beautiful block of cheese, my ohm, and then I will take you wherever you want to go, baby. You know it. Let's continue. What I did notice is that Busan have really nice names. All of these are kind of single one-punch names, but the Busan names are really nice. Busan, Eyes for the Moment, or Busan, Thrill of Life. They're both fighters, which is pretty cool. I like the names. One thing that I did see is a small rescue. The rescue is currently the Calico evac was about $3,500. Now we have an asset which is under $1,000 likely for a rescue. So this is something I'm going to be focusing on at the moment. And then we also have a small data runner, the Opal Rayfam. We know the Opal, Visa's, not the Armboy, the other scanner. That shot up in price a lot because it had a premium. It was the only scanner on the market. It was the only data runner on the market. But now we have another one. So expect those prices to go down. Hello, my friend. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's move on to the medium and large ships. Let's look at the picture. This one looks like a rainbow ohm, but it's actually a bit different. It looks like it's a Fimbul put together, but it's still got the aesthetic of a rainbow ohm. It's minimalistic and it's very sleek, but it has the same feel of it, you know, the same aura of a rainbow ohm. Let's have a look at some of these ships, okay? Medium and large ships for the spacefaring captains are ready to command their first set of diverse crew members. We've got fighters, bounty hunters, and now we have our first set of new ships, which is the salvage. The salvage ship. This is Busan Ash of Winds. Okay, pretty cool. And then another new ship that we hadn't seen before, the tow hauler. The tow hauler. I assume this is not just a transport like a Thimble Bios Packlight or a Rainbow Ohm. I think it's actually full on, because a Rainbow Ohm and a Rainbow Ohm has some weapons. It can defend itself, but I think the tow haulers are literally cargo ships. They are unable to protect themselves. This is what I think they are. The tow haul. They just haul. That's it. They just haul goods back and forth. That's it. They can't do anything else. And then we have a new kind of miner faction, the Armstrong IMP Tap, which is a medium miner. This is pretty cool. This is the first we've seen of the miners. The Armstrong, they did say, is a separate faction. So we already know of the BIOS people, and we know of the Tufa, and we know of the Rainbow, the light beings. But now we have a new one called the Armstrong, and we don't have any information about them at all. So pretty cool. Nice. I like that we still get to discover some of these stuff as we're going along. This document has been long coming. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Opal Bitboat, transport, repair, the Busan Golden Floor. Very nice. I like that. We have some new multi-roles. We haven't had many multi-roles in a while. This is a Busan Dark Dance. That sounds very nice. And a PSMR8, which is a multi-role as well. Now, the PSs are super expensive, so I expect this to be in the higher range, around the 8,000 mark, getting to the end of it. And then at the end of it, we have the Rainbow Arc, which is another rainbow ship, which is a large freight. Are you going to be getting this rainbow ship? There's only going to be 3 rainbows: Rainbow Ohm, the Rainbow Chi, and the Rainbow Arc. You know what I want? I want all of them to like merge together into one giant, magnificent, rainbow, beautiful ship. That would be awesome. That would be awesome if I could do that. Let's put that to a DAO vote. Thank you very much. I'd love it. This ship, I'm not sure what ship it is, but it looks like a PS ship, doesn't it? Doesn't look, or maybe a Busan ship. It doesn't look like a rainbow ship, to be honest. It is sleek. It's not a BIOS ship. It's not a Grenadier ship. I think it's a PS ship. Or a Busan ship. We'll have a look. Here are capital ships, 25,000 to 30,000. The Visa's Ballad, capital fighter. We have a new one, a miner as well, the Armstrong. We have a ground ship. This is another new one that we've just found out. We don't just have ships in space, but we have ground vehicles now. The first one I've seen is the Thimble Tota. And then we have another salvage, which is a PSD9. And then another ground one, a Calico Flat Top. Now, I assume the Calico Flat Top, as the name sounds, is going to be, hey, a flat top. Hey. I got my little joke thing. Anyway, this is the Tufa Spirit. Spirit. It looks ginormous. I did a recent video about it. It looks ginormous, looks scary. It also looks very PvP oriented. So I would not go here because it is a fighter ship. You should keep in mind this is an anomaly ship as well. There's only maybe 1, 2, or 3 of them that be in existence, really. We have the legendary, I think we have the, which one is the, I want to see the tree arrows. Tree arrow is an anomaly. That's right. So let's take this. The Thimble Tree Arrow is an anomaly, and there's 110 of them. If we go back here, the anomaly, this one might have 110 of them, maybe 100 of them. So not many of that to actually go around. Well, that's, $100,000 each, so that's $1 million. That's actually $10 million right there. Jesus Christ. It's a lot of money. Okay, now this is what got me excited, ladies and gentlemen. So we know the tree arrow, the Thimble Ecos tree arrow is $100,000, okay? That's it there. You've seen this picture before. We've all seen it. We've all glossed over it. Now, that's that tree arrow right here. Okay, that's that tree arrow right here. Look at the ship that's next to it. It's 5 times the size of it. It's 5 times the size of it. So I'm going to assume this is the Thimble Ecos Super Phoenix. It's incredibly large. It's a Titan bomber, which is what the tree arrow is as well. It's a bomber over here, just there. And it just looks incredible. I want to see what the inside of this. And imagine when they load this into the showroom. you're going to be able to walk around this. No way they're going to be able to program all the corridors, program all the... no way they're going to be able to do it. But guess what? Chipto did say in the after party on Twitter, he said, yeah, someone asked him, what is it going to be like? How difficult is it going to be for you guys to render and bring all of your giant capital or even Titan ships into the showroom? And he's like, yeah, well, we're just going to do it because I've already seen it. And everyone was like, what? Everyone was like, what? You can already see it? So obviously they've done some work. We just haven't seen it on the outside. I'll come back to the Titan ships. PST1, the Super Phoenix, the Busan Last Stand, and the Visas Tenet. I want to see what the Visas Tenet is. That might look pretty cool. If it's not this one. If it's not this one that we already saw. Because that does look like a Titan ship. That does look like a Titan ship. That might be the Tenet. So that's it for the new ship brochures, okay? What are your plans for this? Don't go away just yet. Don't go away. What are your plans for this? I will not be spending USDC on these ships, unfortunately. I will be using my already earned Atlas to buy the ships that I want. Now, this is the time. You gotta have a plan, okay? You can't just buy whatever ship there are. There's like 45 ships here. You can't buy all of them unless you're super bloody rich. You can't buy them all, so you have to make a plan. What kind of gameplay style do you want? Are you a transport? Are you a repair guy? Are you a fighter? Multi-role, so you can be whatever you want, whenever you want. You know, you got to make a plan and then go there. All right, before you go, let's have a look at this little graph provided by Sensei Yamura. This visualizes for us very simply where all the ships are divided and who has the majority of the ships. Let's start on the left hand side. These are the Council of Peace factions: Mud, Oni, and Uster. They have their dedicated car manufacturers, ship manufacturers. So in Mud they use the Pierce, in Oni they use Busan, and in Uster they have Visas. Okay. With those Council of Peace factions, they also cooperate with each other. So Mud cooperates with Oni, and they have the Calico line. Oni cooperates with Uster, and they have the Ogrica line. And then Uster cooperates with Mud to have the Opal line. And then you have all of them cooperating, or kind of anyone can build this, which is the Thimble line. So the Thimble Ecos Grenadier is actually not the Thimble line, it's the Thimble Ecos line. It's owned by the Ecos company. These are the other council, not the other Council of Peace factions. They're the side kind of, I think what they word was, they use the word the banished factions, apparently. So the Ecos, they do the Fembus Bombarella. The Bios do the Bios Eop. And the Tufa have the Tufa, which are like the high-risk zone, Cataclysm zone only. And then you have the Rainbow made by the Fatali, but no one knows what the Fatali are up to. And at the end, we have the ships per role as well. Bombers, there's 5 ships. Bounty Hunters, there's 4 ships. This is including the recent GAO update, what we just did. Bounty Hunter, there's 4. Data Runners, there's going to be 3. Fighters, there's going to be 28 bloody fighters. 28 fighters. So if you have a fighter, you have, like, there's no premium at all, okay? Fighters are going to be coming one dime a dozen. There's 28 of them. Compare that to a data runner. Would you rather want a data runner where there's only 3 kinds, or a fighter where there's going to be 28 kinds? So that means they're skewing Star Atlas to be heavily PvP based, and people are going to be going to the high risk zone to fight and utilize their fighters, because they can't do much else. These fighters can't carry cargo, they can't transport, they're going to go and fight. So you'll need people to go and freight them in and out of there. You're going to need them to rate. You're going to need other people to race. But let's keep going. Freighting, there's going to be 6 ships. Minor ships, we're going to have 2. Now, it's really weird that we're going to have 2 ships at the moment because we don't have the utility for them yet. So they might not be trading very well. And then when the utility comes in for them, the price of those ships will demand a premium. Multi-role ships, we're going to see 4 of them. Racer ships, we're going to see 5 of them, and I'm going to zoom out here so you can see as well. Maybe I'll step to the side. Okay, we have rescue ships, and rescue, 2 of them. Salvage and haulers, 4 of them, and then transport on the side, which is 4 of them. Now, myself, I am going to be focusing now on the rescue ships. There's only going to be 2 rescue ships, my god. 2 rescue ships. If they give special NFTs that only you can get from being a rescue, like a medal for going behind enemy lines and rescuing someone, and that medal is worth a whole lot of money, oh my god, that's where you want to be, right? Just like the data runner can go out and secure new data on planets and come and sell that data on the market, The rescue craft can go and rescue people. You can go and extract value from the battlefield after all these 28 fighters have gone in there into high risk zone and be able to just destroy each other. You'll be there to just pick up the scraps, and that's what I'm a vulture. I'm a vulture. So I'm focusing on the rescue at the moment, and then I'm also going to be focusing on the data running. So I'm picking the ships that have the least amount of availability to them, because supply versus demand, the less you have of them, the more they're going to be in demand. Just simply, very simply done. That being said, don't forget about some of the other ships as well, like the Rainbow. There's only going to be 3 of them. I'm going to look this way. There's only going to be 3, and the Tufa ships is only going to be 2. Now, these are slightly weird because the Tufa we know are PvE, so they're going to be in the high risk cataclysm zone. So I don't know if you'll be able to make their ships very easily. Rainbow, we know you can make their ships already. They are the most difficult to make. But for now, I'm going to be focusing on the rescue and the data runner. Maybe the miner if I have a second kind of objective. But I want to know what you are focusing on at the moment. So these are all the ships this year that are going to be out. Which one are you buying? Tell me down in the comments below. I want to know. Let's talk about it. I reply to every single comment. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your time. Ciao for now.